All right, and welcome back, everybody. We are here with our third presenter of the day from Benedictine University, Kirsten Vogt. She's going to be talking about the programs and everything offered by Benedictine University. Just a quick reminder to all of you students out there, if you're watching the video right now and you would like to communicate through chat, go ahead and click the link that's located in the announcement section below the video. You'll be able to chat with one of our guidance counselors and some of the other students, as well as ask your questions about anything that the presentation involves, or any additional questions you might have after the presentation is over to each of our presenters. Also, if you would like more information on each of the universities or on any particular university, you can go ahead and fill out the short form that's located directly below the video. Once we have that information, we'll go ahead and send it to the university reps so that way they can contact you directly and help assist you any way that you need to be assisted. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and welcome Kirsten and have her take it away.
Well, great. Thanks, and thanks for having me, and hello to everybody out there. So with Benedictine University, we're actually going into our third year. We've just started our third freshman class, which actually doubled our entire student body, so we're pretty excited about that and have some new programs that we're rolling out to our students. We actually have one of your students starting this spring. She's actually going to come play softball for us, so we're pretty excited about that.
Perfect.
So Allie, if you're out there, nice to see you. So just to kind of give you an idea of what programs we're getting ready to go through, we'll start through this slide. So a little bit about what makes us different, because we are very different from most of the universities that are out there. We are offering that liberal arts curriculum. We're one of only 2 universities in the state of Arizona that offer you that liberal arts core curriculum. It allows you to have those smaller class sizes, more one-on-one teaching with your professors, and we have this great tradition of hospitality. Our campus is really a community, and by having a smaller campus in the heart of Mesa, where we're located, we are able to create our own environment within that community. So it really truly is that community within a community. You're going to know your students sitting to the left and the right of you. You're going to know your professors on a first name basis. You're going to be able to also have the opportunity to be in contact with your professors whenever you need to. So you're really going to feel at home with us. So again, our class sizes are small. We're actually at about an 18-to-1 student to professor ratio right now. However, our class sizes will only ever be 20-to-1. Anytime it gets larger than that, we just build out a few more classes. So you will always have that small size structured environment to be in. The liberal arts curriculum really helps you to prepare for each year. So as you guys are moving through your general ed classes into your major classes, you're really building on those skills. So with the liberal arts, you're getting more emphasis on your English, your math, your science, your ability to research, and to be in that problem-based learning environment. Really being a lot more hands-on than what the typical classroom environment is. Of course, we do have those lecture labs that are all set up, but again, you'll only be with 20 or less students with you in those lecture classes, but a lot happens outside of the class as well. As I mentioned, our campus is new here in Mesa, Arizona. However, our institution is over 125 years, so we've got quite the academic history behind us. As I mentioned, we had some new majors from when I was here last year. We've added a major in Spanish, which also has a medical Spanish emphasis. This is a career that's really building right now here in Arizona. So being able to accurately interpret those medical field words is really important. So we've got that medical Spanish degree. We've also added political science, which also has an emphasis in law, as well as our graphic arts and design, which we have a lot of interest, especially from our online students. There is an emphasis in animation, so if you're wanting to go into the animation side of things, we do have that as well. Right now, our most popular programs are ranging from criminal justice to our business degree, which is actually listed as the management of organizational behavior, as well as our psychology and our nutrition program. So those are our top main ones. Inside the classroom, you're going to get, like I said, a lot of one-on-one attention from your professors. They have their regular office hours to assist you, but they're actually all located in one centralized area in our campus. So whenever you need to get a hold of your professor, you're going to have total access to them. So anytime they're in their office, you can go in, knock on their door, sit down and meet with your professors. They're always there to help out. And a lot of our professors actually pass out their own cell phone numbers. So if it comes time for midterms, for finals, any type of projects that you've got going on, maybe you've got some questions, you're not having to send out an email into outer space and hoping that your professor gets it. And again, with those smaller class sizes, they're not having to shift through 400 other student emails to get to your questions and hopefully get them answered in time. So we have a great faculty that's there just for our students, and the way that we really make sure that we hire the best is that they are the type of professors that are willing to go the extra distance for our students. As far as extra ability to, succeed on campus, we've got the Success Center, which also includes free tutoring sessions, the academic support services, a writing zone, the math zone, and as well as if you happen to be top notch in math or English or science, there's opportunities for you to become a tutor and actually get paid for that on campus. And all these things are included in your tuition, so it's all free to you as a student. You're not having to pay those extra fees. A lot of campuses actually charge $10 an hour for your tutoring or your math zone, things like that. Now, here's where we're really very different from most universities. So we have an opportunity of internships, but actually how it turns out, no matter what program you do intend to study at Benedictine, in your freshman year, you're actually going to be in a job shadow opportunity. So you get to choose really the career path that you're wanting to go into. Let's say it's business or sports management. We'll get you into a job shadow so you can really see the ins and the outs of this particular program. So you're not ending up like most students coming in as a freshman and they change their major 3 to 5 times in their first year. We want you to have an idea of really how you want to direct your education. So putting you into that job shadow in the second semester of your freshman year really helps students to see and understand really what's going into that career. Your sophomore year, we'd put an emphasis on ethics. So if you're going into business, you take a business ethics course over the course of your third semester at BenU. And then into your junior year, your professors actually put you into internships. So you're not having to kind of go out and navigate those networking opportunities all by yourself. Your professors who you've built a relationship with are now able to match you up with those people that you're going to need on your resume whenever you graduate and you're ready to head into your career. So they will match you up with people based on your personality, based on your strengths, your weaknesses, and it allows you to have that on-the-job, hands-on work experience before you graduate. So having you work ready and ready for your career right out the gate is really something that sets us apart. And then in your senior year, there's resume building, and there's mock interviews with the city where you're able to go and sit in an interview type setting where you're actually being interviewed by city officials, people that you're not necessarily comfortable with, but really getting you the best experience on how to sell yourself and be career ready. So we actually have with our first graduation, we are at a 100% placement rate right now with our students either going into their career or headed on to continue their master's or their doctorate work. So that's all the academic sides, but we like for our students to live a life of balance. So it's not just 100% academics all the time. We are partnered with the YMCA, so you have a YMCA membership free, so you can go in, use all the classrooms there. If you want to do yoga or play basketball, racquetball, you can do all that, use the pool. We also have Ben Hour every Monday, and that's usually kind of around lunchtime. time where we bring in city officials, we bring other campus organizations in, allowing you to have a little bit of fun, but also other opportunities to kind of open your mind and see what else is out there. Our clubs right now, we have pretty much any of the major clubs that you can think of, but being new, if there's something that you don't see listed that you really are passionate about, that you want to get it involved in and you want to start up, put your name on it and you could be the very first here at Venue to do it. So we do have the Senate Club, we have the various academic clubs, Rotaract, so a lot of community service. We also have Otaku for our students that are really into anime, Comic-Con, things like that. And then of course we have the Catholic Student Alliance. We are the first Catholic university in the state of Arizona. And housing, we do also offer housing on campus. We're actually using the Mesa Marriott, which offers the full amenities of the hotel, but in a dorm-like setting. So we actually have all of our students on one floor that we have made into a dorm life area. So we have an RA on campus, but you get the nice Marriott beds, so not those really super hard twin size. You actually have a full size bed, and your dorm room comes with a mini fridge. You get the microwave, you get the coffee pot, things like that. And we also have the meal plans through the Marriott as well. Athletics, as I mentioned earlier, we have a student, Allie, coming to play softball with us in our first year. We are an NAIA program, and this is our first year going NAIA. We're in the CalPAC conference, so we will play against schools such as Arizona Christian. We will play against Embry-Riddle and a bunch of other schools that are in Northern and Southern California. So if you're interested in playing sports, we have them all listed there. We are starting up baseball and women's basketball this fall. And we are also starting up both men's and women's soccer. So those are just now starting up, and we do offer scholarships for our athletics. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and contact us and we'll get you in touch with the coaches. So our admissions process, very simple, very standard. We work with a rolling admission, so you can apply anytime. We don't have any deadlines with that. You can have your application waived by entering our application fee code, which is all caps BENUAC, so BENUAC, and that will waive your $40 application fee since you guys are all hanging on and watching us today. What we do look for a straight admissions decision is a 2.5 GPA or an ACT score of a 21 or an SAT math and reading combined 990. However, if you're slightly below these marks, that's okay. What we would ask for then is a personal statement and a letter of recommendation from an advisor if you've got one. So pretty simple, straightforward right there. Our tuition and fees. Tuition is $10,000 a semester with $400 in fees. And then your room and board, if you're wanting to live at the Marriott, is another $9,600 a year. That's always the scary part. Now for the best part, our scholarships. So based on your GPA and or your test scores, we can award you somewhere between $3,000 and $10,000 in scholarship money. 98% of our student body is actually on some sort of merit-based aid, and we can offer actually up to $17,000 in merit-based aid with our valedictorian scholarship that adds another $2,000 on. But you can see how things will kind of stack on each other. So if you happen to be a member of any church, if it's Jewish or Mormon or Buddhist, whatever, if you get a letter signed by your institution, you send it in to me and I give you an extra $3,000 a year. And these are all 4-year scholarships, so they will all roll over. Family-based award is up to $1,200, so if you have a sibling that's attending one of our Benedictine University campuses, a mom, a dad, a grandfather, a grandmother, you can get that as well. And because we are a Catholic institution, we also work with need-based scholarships as well. You can receive those grants. All you just need to do is communicate with us and let us know. So where there's a will, there's a way. So if you find that Benedictine is the place for you, let us know and we'll work with you to get you here. So next steps after today, hopefully you guys are submitting your questions, but you guys can come on a visit. You can set that up by emailing or calling me. You can find my information on our website as well. You'd submit your application, which we can also waive that application fee, which I gave you earlier. January 1st, of course, file your FAFSA. Our school code is there, and then once you're admitted, I can award you your scholarships, and then we can keep rolling from there. So if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and submit those now, and I'd be happy to answer them.
All right. Thank you very much for the presentation, Kirsten.
Sure.
Welcome back, students. Wanted to go ahead and take this time to answer some of the questions that you guys have thrown out there in the chat room. The first one that we did have, waiving the application fee. Can you say real quick again what the
code yes.
is that they're going to enter?
So when you guys go online to our application site, on the last page there's a little box down there, and you would enter in all capital letters BENUAC. So BENUAC. And that's good for the next couple days till the end of the week, so you guys can do that. And I see that we have a question about fashion design.
We do have a question. One of our students is curious if there is a fashion design program.
We do not actually have a fashion design program here. However, we are transfer partners with FITM. So if you're wanting to continue on, our liberal arts curriculum pairs up very well with FITM, which is the Fashion Institute of Design. So,
okay, perfect.
So there you go.
Is the school specific for people of the Catholic religion?
It is not. You do not have to be Catholic in order to attend. We accept everybody, and we try to make that clear, especially with our faith-based recognition scholarship. So you can be of any religion or none at all and still come and attend. The only difference is you're taking theology classes instead of like at ASU you would take 2 religion classes to satisfy your graduation requirements. At Benedictine, you take 3, and they're set up more in a humanities style. So it's more about why the Catholic religion believes or teaches what it does. By no means do you have to attend any of the masses that we offer on campus, which we do offer twice a week. It's there so those that are of the Catholic faith can continue to practice their faith while on campus, but if it's not for you, that is okay too.
All right, perfect.
The political science, what is it like? Our political science degree really takes you deep into where you're wanting to specify it. If you want to go into law, you can emphasize in your pre-law and get all of that done and ready to go to law school. It definitely hits on the history of everything and delves into the politics of today.
Perfect. Next question, is there a computer tech program that you guys offer?
Yes, we do. It is our computer science degree. We have the computer tech with that.
Okay.
So you'll do all the ins and outs of everything, the computer programming and everything like that. So yes, so we do absolutely have that.
Awesome. And then what are I know you mentioned clubs when you were going through your presentation. What are some of the top clubs that you see students involved with?
Top clubs that we see, we've got a great criminal justice club. And like I mentioned, that was one of our top degree programs that we have on campus. But everybody really likes that club because they do a lot of mock investigations on campus. So, you know, you will see the dead body tape every once in a while on the stairwell or somewhere else, getting ready to go with that. Otaku's a big one. And we actually have like a Nerf club. So
Awesome.
they get out all the Nerf guns and the Nerf balls and turn campus into, you know, craziness at night.
Sounds like a
some
blast.
evenings. Yeah. So we have a lot of fun. But of course, our student senate would probably be the top ranking club of all time, of course. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got one more question. Young parents who might be interested in attending the university, are there childcare options available on campus so they don't have to try and find babysitters while they're going to class?
We don't have any childcare on campus yet. However, we do have through our student life director, Kevin, we have a lot of opportunities for students, and everything's on an individual base. So if you're needing something extra in terms of those resources, we will find it for you.
Okay, perfect. Looks like that was our last question. I want to thank Kirsten for coming out. Looking forward to seeing more students, hopefully, coming to Benedictine. Coming up next, we've got the East Valley Institute of Technology, EVIT, who's going to be going over the programs that they offer. We have a partnership with EVIT, so they'll be going through some of the stuff that you can do at Primavera as well as attending EVIT. And Victor McLeod will be the one that is giving that presentation. That'll be in about 10 minutes, so stay tuned for our next presenter. Again, EVIT with Victor McLeod.